And as we come to our final point, we see that a Christian life of joy is determined by realization. And the first part of that realization is that duty comes before desire. The Apostle Paul writes in Philippians 1:25 that convinced of this, I know that I will remain and continue with you all for your progress and joy in the faith. We see here that Paul is committed to the service that he's performing for God's kingdom. He recognizes that his call to duty to serve that kingdom is more important than his desire to depart and to be with Christ, as he had mentioned in the previous verses. This story reminds me so much of the many stories we've heard about war veterans who return for second and third and fourth tours in the war theater. They've served, they've put in their time, they've sacrificed, they've given their all, and they deserve to go home, yet they return to the battlefield. And there's a reason for that. And the reason for that is they know that their people need them and that the mission needs them more so than their desire to go home. We see that they go back because their people and their mission need their leadership, and they need their experience, and they need their encouragement. And they return knowing that even though their return may lead to the possibility of danger or even to death, but that their return and their service is more important than their personal desires. That's essentially what Paul is communicating in this passage, that his desire to depart and to be with Christ is overrode by the necessity of his returning and ministering to the Philippian church. He recognizes that he has a duty to this church to continue to grow this church, to work for the progress of their faith and the joy of their faith. And that duty is more important than his personal desire.